sure what that is. That's a JNS Weald of Kent. Look at that small miniature Foden by the looks of things. So if we go around here, we see a that's a Pilgrim. So these are all kit cards. So if we go to this, there's a Super Sentinel going against a Foster. Is it a Foster? Miniature Foster. There's a Super Sentinel behind it. There's a Seagrave, Columbus, Ohio. Right, now we swing around here, Paul, because this is a Rickman Ranger. Very rare car, and I think they were going to... It looks like Suzuki. Yeah, it does look like it actually.
With the front headlamps.
Yeah, I think they also wanted to make them in the Soviet Union. They never did get round to it, but there's the electric Jester that I said about just now, before we had to go for refreshments. I've actually seen this up at Aylesford Priory before for the Kent's Classic. If we go along here now, we see a whatever that is. NG. It's NG, not MG, NG. Okay. We go down here, there's the Gemini. Yeah, that's a Gemini. That's the one I pointed out to you earlier. There's the Super 7, there's a JBA, a couple of JBAs. There's a JBA next to it. There's a JBA. There's a... what's that? There's a Porsche 911. Another couple of kit cars here, Paul. There's a Quantum. Yeah, so this is a Quantum. Yeah, because some had Ford bits in as well. So if we go down here, we see a Marcos V8. I think I've seen this before. Again, I think this lot go to Aylesford Priory. Yeah. I don't know what that's doing in there. Mitsubishi Galant, Ford Capri. Very matte black. Very. Yeah, there's a Rover Metro and a Morris 1000. You get a view of the MGB as well. It's a Morris van. Chances are the post office would have been using those way back when. There's a Rover 200 here next to the MGB.
They're about cheap as chips.
Yeah, I think they do actually. If we just skip around here, if someone would make up their mind where they're going. I'm so used to dealing with morons. There's a Ford Model A with a V6 in it. I think I've seen this before.
Nice condition.
I think I might have seen this when I was at work. Here's a Ford Prefect. Is it Ford Poplar?
Yeah.
Ford Poplar. But if you take a look in here, Paul, you'll find it's been slightly uprated. And I say slightly uprated, this must be running at least 300 brake. Try and get a view of this. Right. Oh, Chevrolet 3100 step side, always for sale. Another 3100 next to it. If we see here, there's a Ford, maybe a 40 Ford or a 41, probably a Model B, don't know. Again, been slightly uprated. Keep going down here, we'll find Chevrolet. Volkswagen Transporter in slammed to the ground. Oh my life, that is low. There's a Escort RS 2000. On me. Yeah, that's probably air suspension actually, yeah. There's a Jag. Aston Martin actually. Keep thinking wait a minute, the Jag and the Aston Martins basically look the same at one point. Couple of minis here. MG M type I think. Really quite old school. Now that, Paul, now that's a proper Mini.
Can you see what's wrong with this one? That's looking on the front. Have you noticed it?
The bonnet's slightly
different colour.
Yeah, the bonnet. Yeah, it's been. You can never properly match a paint job. But here's a Morris. What's that? 10-4.
The only way to make a good paint job is you could take a flake of paint off, analyse it, and then you know the correct mixture of paint to mix it up to.
Oh right. Here's a Ford Anglia. That'll be a 100E. The 105E is the one that looks weird. Here's a Prefect. And there's another. We go past here. We see another. This is actually an Escort. So this is before they come up with an Escort. So it's 100E. Another Anglia here. Or is it a Popular? No, it's a Popular. And these were popular. How do you well name it like that? You do not know. But yeah, they were popular. And that is another. Remember the van I showed you with the front end like that? That's Prefect. 100E Prefect. So here's a Rolls Royce of some kind. I don't really know much about them. Never really been my cup of tea actually. But if we go next door, we see this Cadillac, and it looks like a Coupe de Ville. That does look like a Coupe de Ville, I think.
Look at the length of it.
It's pretty large.
To park that in Tesco's car park.
I wouldn't even try and park it in Sainsbury's car park. But this is a Ford F1. I won't go into it too much, but here's a Volkswagen Beetle. Got Bombay Sapphire Distillery box in it. Let's take a closer look at this. Complete picnic set in here. Excuse me. I love the cup holders. I love the cup holders in this. This is brilliant, and this is the flat 4. air cooled. Look at that. And I do hear you can tune the nuts off of those. Right, here's another Morris Cowley bull nose. This one's not called Gertie, so it's not the one that I know of. There's a Austin Mini Traveller, or Woody. Austin 7. And that is a Triumph Dolomite. But not the Dolomite Sprint. That's the one I'd want. Dolomite Sprint's the advanced 16 valve engine. So there's a Land Crab, Morris 1800, known as a Land Crab. Hillman Minx. And there's a, and this is a Austin Healey 106. There's a Piaggio. Oh, that a minute. Some people have no spatial awareness. But these are all rally choppers, and a Piaggio Vespa. Nice, Tomahawk. Tomahawk, that one. Right, if we move along a bit, we see a Volkswagen Beetle, not quite as interesting as the last one. This is a 105E Anglia. Oh, that's a Scorpion, I didn't know that. That is shifting, I've got it on video as well. Right, Ford Anglia. That's the one I told you about, that's the 105E. If we look along here now, we see a Volkswagen Beetle. That's Austin Healey. Oh guys, look at the size of it, man. You can imagine that with a turbo 4-banger, that would absolutely shift. I think even a 1300A series would make that shift. In fact, someone did do that once. I won't say what TV program it was, but they had to upgrade the braking system. There's a Triumph TR6. Looks like a hard top. So if we just move around here. Volkswagen Scirocco next to a Ford Cortina Mark III. Yeah, I haven't forgotten, I just wanted them out of the way. So this is a XR3i cabriolet.
That's what I used to have, but 10 years ago.
You lucky sod. Me and most of my mates in college were going to buy those as first cars.
Yeah.
And we were going to race each other down the Queensway.
Oh, the red one. That's on a few plates. It's been re-registered for some reason.
Year indeterminate. They don't know what year it is. Yeah. No, if it's been rebuilt and they can't find the year of it, there is a Ford Cortina. And if we go around here, we see a Heinkel. Look at that here, Paul. Heinkel. How ickle is that? That is. And you have to get in by the front. There, it's a Heinkel. Heinkel Trojan. But here's the Lotus Cortina. And if you have a look, Lotus. They got the Ford engine, tuned the absolute Jesus out of it. That's what they used to do. There's another TR6. If I just show you this, here's the 6-cylinder. Triple carbureted as well. No, it's injected. Looks like it's fuel injected actually. Yeah, looks like it's fuel injected. But if I show you this, here's another Volkswagen Beetle, but this is a more modern take on it. Yeah, not how Ferdinand Porsche would have designed it. He had his own ideas. This is a 1934 Mercedes 500K. Yeah, that's not a Jaguar Mark II, that's something else. So I think it says in the front 2.4 litre. Not sure what that is. I have to have a look. But if we move round now, we see a Morris Minor 1000. Next to that's another Cortina. Next to that is, by the looks of things, a Citroen's Traction Avant. Means front wheel drive, in other words, French. Only bit of French I remember. Volkswagen Caddy. And this is a Ford Anglia Super. Hold up, have I seen this one before? I never remember if I've seen this all before. But the Super, I think, was a 1500. Here's another, here's a Rover. That's a Rover, let's see it, 418, Rover 418. Next to that is a Riley. I'll have a look in a minute. But there's a Ram SRT 10. So this is.
They're quicker and cheaper than buying in the UK. Simple as that. That's all I buy for. And all the American cars.
Yeah.
Everyone's got free
Viper. Remember the Dodge Viper? It's the engine. So there's a 418 there. Here's a Riley. Can't remember which one. It's a saloon of some kind. And there looks to be a Ferrari. Didn't I follow this earlier? I'm trying to remember. Mondial. I think we followed this one earlier. We were behind it.
Yeah. Is it genuine? Is it cheaper?
I hope it's genuine. There is a couple of Ferraris knocking around Ashford. But if we focus on here, we see a couple of. Oh, another couple of idiots. Here's a couple of Ford Thunderbirds. Not Thunderbirds, look like Thunderbirds, they're Corsairs, I think. They got Thunderbird sort of front ends. Yeah, so that's a couple of Corsairs. Probably with V4s. Yeah, another Corsair here. There's Ford Cortina, by the looks of things here. People looking at it. Here's a Vauxhall Viva just here. And to my right is a Jaguar XKE or an E-Type. Oh, there's two more E-Types here. One's a drop top and one's a isn't. But I'm just trying to think. This must be a Series 2, I suppose, but the Series 3 would be next to it, I suppose. So I'm trying to think when they updated it. There's Coleman's Mustard Foden just there. Yeah, so this must be birdcage grille. That makes it Series 3. So it's either got 6-cylinder or 5.3 V12. Another Land Rover, probably Series 3 or 2A. Oh, getting all smoked out. MGB, next to it's a BMW Z4. Z3. Okay, thanks for that. So that's a Z3. Yeah, so this is a Sunbeam Talbot from the 1930s. Next to that is a Daimler, so it's a V250 next to it, the blue one, petrol blue. And then if we just go along to the Daimler. You can tell it's got a D on it rather than the flying cat. Well, if we go next to this, we see a Triumph TR6. That is quite something. There's a Mini some kind. It's Herbie. Do you remember a film called Herbie Goes Bananas?
Of course I
Someone has decorated their Volkswagen Beetle to be exactly like it.
do. There's the same number on the side.
53. Right, and we see this Humber Hawk. Looks American, doesn't it? Notice that some of these look American. They styled it to look American, just, I don't know, it's some sort of fashion they had. What's this grungy looking thing? Looks like a Rover P4, or known as a 60. So a Rover P4 there. A load of steam engines over there working away. And the next load of cars is up there, so I'm going to go and see this John Deere. See, even that is in yellow and grey. Now we're just going to work our way up to the looks like a Fiat 126 up in the distance, but actually I'm going to record these two steam engines coming past. I've got about 6% on the battery, so I'll have to change that in a minute. There looks to be a miniature burrell, said 1 inch perhaps, and there looks to be a, let's just go back here. Oh, Aveling and Porter. And that's a Ford Ranger that was behind me just now.
They tried to run too much.
Well, I wouldn't have thought he'd try. There's another couple of things coming this way, but this is a Fiat. No, wait a minute, what is this?
127.
Looks like a 126 actually. Fiat 126. So this is a Fiat one, actually from Italy. So it's a 2-cylinder 4-stroke at the back. For some weird reason it's decorated as GT3 Cup. Okay. Right, if we record these steamers coming past, this is how my videos are going to go today. I'm going to be catching a lot. So there's Royalty, which is a Invicta, which is Aveling and Porter, Steamroller. There's a Peugeot 306, don't know why. They're classic yet. And that's a really, really grungy looking Massey Harris. Look at that. Look at it. Grungy. Switch. This is a Railton. I'm going to have to read up on the Railtons. I don't really know a lot about them. But if we go a bit further on, we see another Riley of some kind. Now here's something I do know a fair bit about. Triumph Stags. These had the 3-litre Triumph V8 originally. Some were retrofitted with the Rover V8 because they basically chickened out on trying to sort various cooling problems and various problems out. Some people do chicken out like that. Some people manage to get the old Triumph V8s to become highly reliable, and in fact some don't even give problems at all. Found out that son actually bought one, it didn't give him problems at all. Yet it had a reputation for overheating. Well, I think I've just spotted another Sentinel about to steam past and about to run some people over. So if we just focus around like that, that looks like a Sentinel of some kind. Like a half-size Sentinel, I think. Will he 2 ton 2 carat speed 16 mile an hour? Right, so let's have another look at this Red Triumph Stag. See a Jag, another Jag. That looks to be a miniature, the Little Giant. So that's Tasker and Sons, little miniature one of those. And here's a couple of Opal Mantas. Next to the red one is a Jag. So if we go up here a bit, see a Jag. I think it's an XJ perhaps.
Triumph?
It's probably an XJ. If we just put these past. See a Wolseley 1.5, Wolseley 1500. Some miniature steam engines here. Next to an MG, but this is not a proper MG like from the time. Here's a Mexico. Oh, there's another couple of things riding past here, Paul. Looks to be an Evelyn and Porter Invicta road tractor. Dumfries County Council. Hold up, I might have seen that one before. There's a New Holland 8314 Ford. If we look here, oh, I've run out of battery.